Hi everyone, welcome back to Red Root Yoga and Mysticism. I'm so appreciative for you checking out the channel. We're really new. I say we and it's just me. But we're gonna do a weekend love reading, all signs, and this will be for the first weekend in June 2026, but these readings are intuitive and timeless, so when it finds you is when it's meant to apply to your life. So this is your love reading for the first weekend of June 2026, headed into next week. We're going to start off with Aries. Aries, guide, spirit, loving ancestors. What do we have for Aries? Angels, archangels. What do we have for Aries? Two more shuffles. 1, 2. Okay, Aries. Your first card is mutual love, friendship. Your next card is romance, a rose unfurling. I'm gonna do the third card. Seduction. Aries, what you got going on? Seduction. Queen Maeve's enchantment. So Aries, whatever this connection is, this is something that is exciting. It's new. Sorry for my squeaky chair. Let's start here with your feelings. So this is someone that you've known for some time, and there's deep appreciation, respect. This is someone who just feels like a best friend to you. It's a natural connection, and you trust it. It's safe. Something, though, in the recent past has elevated this, not elevated, but alchemized this connection that has been for the long time fully, friendly and platonic. Something happened in the energy that has stirred up possibilities for romance. So this here is the energy of the person on the other part of the connection. Aries, this is someone who for some time has had feelings for you, but maybe hasn't vocalized them. But this again is because this friendship, this connection has such profound trust and love and consideration. But whatever this experience was that happened recently between the two of you, this person has really been sort of overcome by their romantic feelings towards you. They might have expressed this to you. There might have been a moment where you caught their gaze, or I don't know, the two of you were dancing, and at some point in time the dance felt more than friendly, like when you feel that unexpected spark, or you catch like a glimpse of someone, or the vibe shifts momentarily and you see someone in a new light, just sort of like a window, a sliver of a moment that gives you just enough pause to be like, wait a minute, what just happened? That's what the cards are saying has happened recently, that has sort of moved you from this person who you've known for so long and has known all sides of you, to open the opportunity for this person who has felt something towards you, to maybe move this energy into this direction. This card of seduction suggests that maybe they are interested in seeing if you feel the same way. They might have asked you to hang out with them this weekend, or go grab a drink. This person is wanting to see if there's any chance that you might feel similar to how they feel. And even if you hadn't thought of it previously, if you've always seen them as a friend, They're wanting to see if there's the opportunity for them to create the atmosphere, the opening for there to be something more seductive between the two of you, something more passionate. And this person has such regard for you, they're not going to do anything overt or necessarily inappropriate, but they do want to see if the vibe is right, like if there's something that could be made out of the connection that they feel. So Aries, it sounds like the ball is sort of in your court. This is a really exciting and fiery connection. This person cares deeply about you, respect, romantic love, and is highly attracted to you. Aries, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll look and see what happens with your love life next week. Okay, let's move on to Taurus. Please, if you happen to see this video, our channel is really new. So if you like the video, that would be awesome. If you feel like subscribing, that would be awesome. I'll be putting out several videos a week for the foreseeable future, and we're just experimenting to see what videos resonate with folks, what format works. We're brand new, so this is all one big experiment. Okay, Taurus, we're asking your guides to send us a message about your love connection, for the week of first weekend in June. Taurus, so these two cards popped out. We have breakup, letting go, and the next card that popped out is closure, forgiveness. Oh, Taurus, so you pulled the Tower, sort of like a Tower energy card, and closure. Let's pull the third card. Cupid, the magic of first love. Wow, so Taurus, in terms of your feelings, your experience most recently, you've been through a breakup. This feels very much like a romantic connection. This might have been someone that you were with for some time. Taurus, this energy is telling me that not only is this a big and disruptive experience, right? Not that any breakup isn't disruptive, but this is somebody that's been pretty central in your life in many ways, or a pillar of sorts. So this is not a small event in your life. It took some time to get to this point, but you or the other person, but it feels like you really had to make that decision to end this relationship because you've outgrown it, or it no longer feels like the kind of partnership that you want, or you both are headed in different directions or growing in different directions. So this is something that you didn't take lightly and have been feeling for some time. And you finally made that decision to kind of upend things and end the relationship. Taurus, the other person in this experience is feeling like whatever transpired between the two of you, and it feels like you were really intentional about giving grace to this experience, the other person really has received closure. Not that they are all healed up, but it doesn't seem like there is any animosity between the two of you. This card also reads forgiveness. So what was a really difficult experience for the both of you, and this person likely saw this coming, right? Like they saw the light. They saw this coming. It didn't come out of nowhere. It's been a hard experience for both of you, but it's something that the both of you feel like was the right thing to do in this situation. And so this third card, the energy that's coming in, Taurus, Cupid, the magic of first love. You know, I think that you're not in a position where maybe you feel like you're ready to go out there and date again. Taurus, it feels like the energy that's sort of coming in is you reminiscing about this connection, the beginnings. This might have been like a high school sweetheart or someone you met in school, or a long time, you know, their family is a friend of the family, or they live in the neighborhood. This is somebody that you've known for a very long time and have likely kind of come of age with them. You've kind of grown up with them in many ways. And there's a certain nostalgia about that connection. No one will ever replace that first love. So I think that this is so beautiful. I think that you know, going through the breakup, having this experience where the two of you are meeting each other, and really maintaining the respect and the care and the love for each other, even beyond the breakup, allowing space for forgiveness and kindness and compassion. You still are holding on to the gift of this relationship, which is really a sincere love. It was an early or an initial love, an initiating love. And you appreciate that. You recognize how precious that love connection was, and it'll always be of value to you and important. And this person, you know, might very well continue to stay in your life. It may not be something that happens like right away, but this connection might again evolve into something that allows the two of you to still be friends in some way, or around each other. All right, Taurus, I hope this helps. On to Gemini. Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? Oh my gosh. The cards are jumping, and I do take jumpers. Okay. Gemini, we pulled mutual love, friendship. That's the second time we've seen this card. Gemini. Please give us the messages for Gemini. This first week of June. Gemini, your next card. Twin flames, the alchemy of soul union. Ooh, Gemini. Okay. 2 more shuffles. And 2. Okay. Oh, Gemini. Family love, the sacred bonding thread. I mean, okay, so Gemini, if you were to design a spread, an oracle spread with this deck, and by the way, I'm using this love casting deck, which I really love. It's a beautiful and kind of decadent deck. If you were to design a spread for someone, this looks pretty awesome. So Gemini, you have someone in your life who you haven't known this person too long. This isn't like a childhood friend, but you have a very strong friendship connection with someone that's loving and caring and easy. This is a really easy and warm and gentle love. You might not have known this person for too long. This I feel pretty straightforward about. This is your energy, right? And so this next card is the energy of your counterpart in this reading. So the person on the other end of the connection. This card reads, Twin flames, the alchemy of soul union. I mean, Gemini, you look at these two cards together, and this is a dynamic connection. This is one of those connections that's very obviously multi-dimensional. I mean that in the sense that it's like a really interesting and dynamic, well, it's another word for dynamic, like it's multifaceted. It's not like a one note thing. Like, it's not like you guys just get together and get along because you like the same soccer team. Like, there's so much about this person that has a lot in common with you, but this person is also an incredible mirror for you. And through it all, there's tremendous love and appreciation and respect that you hold for each other. There's a strength of this connection that wants to experience something not beyond, but in addition to a friendship. There's a strength in this connection that's really connected to your sort of tantric lives, to your what is the word that I'm looking for? Chemistry. And so the two of you haven't crossed that threshold yet. You'll see here in this depiction, these are two individuals looking at each other through the mirror. They haven't crossed that threshold yet, but they're staring deeply into each other's eyes. And there's this passion and desire that's capable of transforming the dimensions in which they both exist and able to create union. So this card represents the energy that's coming in, and Gemini, family love, the sacred bonding thread. This is someone who wants a big future with you. And I feel like when you met this person, you were so tickled by who they are. You were so thrilled to find someone who shares a lot of your interests, passions. You guys have aligned ideas, but you also share values and principles and spiritual beliefs. And to just top it off, there is this undeniable physical connection, chemistry that you both sense, but have not yet embarked upon or explored. But there's a desire a mutual desire to see what this could become, to alchemize this connection and see what this could become. This is, I mean, I'm sort of at a loss because this just feels like such a full story, such a holistic and sort of full circle love connection here, Gemini. This is beautiful. So again, this is a desire or curiosity, interest, vision, imagination that the both of you share. It's not like one person is imagining like exploring the connection and what could come of it. You both really are on the same page. And if you choose to, this looks like it will be a very strong and enduring connection. This looks lovely. All right, Gemini, I hope this helps. Okay, on to Cancer. Cancer. Please like and subscribe if you happen to see this. We're a new channel. I've said this in a couple of other segments, but we really appreciate you coming and watching these videos, and tell your friends about it. We're hoping to build a community here, and I'd love to engage with you all, and I just think, I just think these are special folks that have already found the channel, and I'm excited for what's to come. Okay, Cancer, your first card. Secret love, denial. I'm gonna scoot my chair forward, Cancer. Sorry if it's loud. Okay, your next card, Cancer. Commitment, the magic of devotion. Okay, your third card, Cancer. Forbidden love, the flame beyond boundaries. So Cancer, my first read of this, none of these readings are, I'm going to say, like, none of them are gendered. None of them are specific to any orientation, any belief system or anything like that. This spread, though, interestingly, we're in June, it's Pride Month. This spread, for me, reads as though there's someone, either you or the other person, who may be exploring their sexuality, who may be continuing to understand and really like step into their identity in a number of different ways, not just in terms of your orientation, but all that goes along with that. It could be your cultural background, it could be your spiritual or religious beliefs, it could be your political beliefs, but what I'm getting is that there's someone who you have connected with recently that you have a really strong passion for. This is someone who kind of gets you, like, you see them, say this is somebody that you work with, you see them in the hallway and you get butterflies. And maybe you get those butterflies, but you try to like not make eye contact, like keep walking, don't look, just make it to the printer and get back to your desk kind of thing. But this is that connection that takes you by surprise. You don't know why, you don't know what it is about this person, but they just spark something in you, and you know, you're not necessarily prepared to either explore it, to pursue that person, or to allow them to pursue you or engage with you, or you're not ready to talk about it. This might be something that maybe it has gotten to the place where the two of you have had interactions and hung out, or even like kind of seen each other a bit, like dated a bit, but you're not ready to be like out in public and telling people about the connection. Maybe you're still yourself trying to figure it out, or they're trying to figure it out. But this feels like you, Cancer. This next card, commitment, the magic of devotion. This other person really wants to commit to you. This person sees you, they adore you. This feeling that you have towards them is definitely reciprocated by them. And I think they see more than just a physical connection or that, you know, chemistry. This person sees something special in you. This person sees your heart. This person sees how hardworking you are. This person sees how honest you are. You might be someone who tries to kind of hide their emotions and not be super visible or expressive, but they see right through it. They can see when you're sad. They can see when you're stressed. They can read you. So this person is ready and prepared to commit to you, but really they know that the decision lies with you. And so this last card, the energy that's coming in, forbidden love, the flame beyond boundaries. So Cancer, this feels like you're still, again, you're holding the cards in this situation. And for whatever reason, you feel as though there's something about this connection that you should not pursue, that you should not allow to, you know, play out. I'm gonna close you, see if it helps to see the cards better. You're not sure that you're ready to take it to the next step, even though this person is. You don't feel entirely confident about it, but it's probably less about this person. I get the sense that it's less about this person and more about you feeling like there are boundaries that you expect yourself to live within. And maybe this person calls into question a re-examination of those boundaries. And so you're still dealing with that. You're still trying to work that out. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. But I think the biggest thing here is to be gentle with yourself, to be honest with yourself, to take your time and process how you feel. And there's no right or wrong answer or decision. You have to be true to your spirit, and to the extent that you can also care for other people in the process. And caring can be as simple as just being honest in a compassionate way. You know, that's noble, Cancer. That's an honorable thing to do. So this is a journey. It sounds like this is just the beginning of it. It seems like this is just the beginning of it. And so prepare yourself to enjoy this unfolding in this period of discovery. It's meant for your benefit and your good, so always remember that. I hope this helps. All right, let's move on to Leo. I feel like the sun is coming in. I'm doing this reading at a different time of day, and I don't really like sunlight. Okay, Leo. What do we have for Leo? Love. Early June 2026. 2 more. 1 and oops. 2. All right, Leo. Your first card, breakup, letting go. Your next card, ooh, love triangle, the web of entanglement. Okay, and the energy that's coming in, mutual love, friendship. So, Leo, we've pulled a couple of these cards in other readings, but not in this sequencing. So Leo, in your energy, there's been a recent breakup or a recent end to a relationship. This is something that you have let go. This card, you know, has a lot of similar energy to the Tower card in tarot. So this has been maybe disruptive point in time, Leo. There's been a lot that's happened and changed, but this was a switch in the relationship that needed to happen for your good and for the person on the other end of this connection. The next card, which is their energy, is love triangle, the web of entanglement. So Leo, when we talk about for your good and for someone else's good, it feels like this person might have engaged in other connections, whether those were romantic connections. Maybe they have a family member or a parent that's been really involved in your relationship in some way, and that's really impacted you as a couple, like your ability to process experiences in totality, like in a way that's really sort of meeting both of your needs and seeing both of your perspectives sort of eye to eye. It's been sort of fractured that ability for the two of you to hone in on your union and connection and communication, because there's been this third party element. So yeah, this feels like it's been like an entanglement that's not necessarily love. This could be like a family or a friend that's just somehow heavily influencing the outcome and the experience of your romantic relationship. If it's not that, this could be someone who this other person was seeing. This may or may not have been a full-fledged affair, but it could have been the beginning of something, maybe even like an emotional affair, right? Like someone who's communicating with someone or spending time with them or talking to them a lot in ways that you typically would reserve for your partner. So even if nothing physical happened, there was sort of that emotional influence that just fell outside of what was okay for the relationship and what was healthy for you. So this next card, the energy that's coming in, mutual love, friendship. So Leo, this feels like this person more than anything is wanting to maintain a friendship with you. You have love for them, they have love for you. That hasn't stopped, but it's more that, okay, Leo, we're back. Technical difficulties. But yeah, this feels like the energy that this person is wanting to bring through to maintain a friendship with you. But it seems like, one, you're not decided on that yet, and two, I think you're maybe less inclined to maintain the friendship, at least in the immediate future. All right, Leo. Okay, Virgo, we did a slight camera adjustment. You might see it. You might not. Okay, Virgo. What do we have for you? This is a love reading for the first weekend of June. Oh my gosh. I keep pulling, listen, this is now the third time I've pulled this card. This jumped. Breakup, letting go. Something's going on in the collective. Okay. Okay, Virgo. Guides, angels, ancestors. What do we have for Virgo? Okay, 2 more shuffles, Virgo. 1 and 2. Whoa. Okay. Oops. The next card we pulled is Desire. And your third card, Virgo, is Romance. So Virgo, this is something that we're seeing in the collective. There have been quite a few of these breakup cards that we've pulled for this weekend, this week ahead. So Virgo, there's been some disruption. I don't know if this is a total breakup that you've had with someone, but there's definitely been a rupture of some sort, or sort of a break in trust, or a feeling of stability and confidence. This might be somebody that you're already in a relationship with, a long-term partner, or this could be a newer connection that you've just decided to step into, and all of a sudden the grounds just got shaky. Or if this is somebody that you've known for some time, been with for some time, there was something that's happened that has really sort of ruptured your connection. And so this sort of theme of letting go, breaking up and letting go, Virgo, this feels like you've had to take some steps back. So maybe you haven't left the relationship. Maybe the two of you aren't, calling it quits per se, but maybe you're on a break, or maybe this is you pulling away, letting go emotionally. You're having to take some steps back to really kind of evaluate the situation. And it almost feels like, you've sort of dialed the meter on your heart back a bit. You sort of instead of, all of the really strong, like committed, loving, sort of your normal self, your day-to-day, like natural state. This is you maybe feeling a bit more numb, is the word that comes to mind. And this is really you doing this unintentionally, but to find your way to some peace and to process what's happened. This next card representing the energy of the other person in this connection, it says Desire. So Virgo, this feels like someone who has been, for a long time, really interested in you, really has strong feelings for you. As I was speaking right here, I'm kind of not hesitating, but I'm trying to find the right word, because what I'm receiving here is not necessarily the feeling of complete and unconditional love from this person, but truly desire in the sense of wanting. Desire, okay, so let's think about desire. Desire can be, yes, an attraction. Yes, it can speak to what you want in life, whether it's a person or something else. But there's also an element of that word desire that's like you're fixated on something. You have a very strong emotional, it's like an emotional commitment to receiving or obtaining the thing, maybe more than you know, actually loving the object of your desire. It's like desire can be very overriding, and it doesn't necessarily mean or promise true love. So it feels like this person has, yes, for a very long time desired you and definitely desires you, but maybe you're less than confident that what they feel towards you has been true love, and maybe it's something that they're still trying to decide for themselves as well. This next card here, Virgo, is the energy that's coming in. Romance, a rose unfurling. So I think what this person is hoping to bring forward is the opportunity for a second chance. Like even this positioning sort of looks like somebody who's like pleading, like, please, you know, like it looks like this person is like, you know, not quite begging, but close to it for another chance, or for the opportunity to just like talk again. And they're wanting to see if they can rekindle this romance. Virgo, oh, this is a lot. I hope this helps, Virgo. We'll see you next time. On to Libra. Okay, Libra. Asking all the signs to, if you catch this video, we're a new channel, we're trying to grow, so please like, and if you are inclined to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Virgo, you see you had, I'm sorry, not Virgo, Libra. This is the first card that just popped out. Lost love, the alchemy of heartbreak. Okay, Libra, we're gonna shuffle a few more times. Whoa. Okay, I don't know what's happening. This is like the fourth time, I'm not laughing, this breakup card has popped up, and I promise y'all, I'm shuffling, this card keeps jumping. So I'm honoring the creative divine intelligence of the universe, and we're gonna take that. I'll take jumpers. Okay, Libra, let's continue to shuffle a bit. We're asking your guides for any messages and information downloads for your love reading for this weekend. This is your third card, infatuation, crush. Okay, Libra. So Libra, with this first card, this being your energy, or your recent energy, love lost, the alchemy of heartbreak. So Libra, it might be the case that not too long ago, sometime, let's say in the last 6 months, you've experienced a breakup or a heartache. This could have been a full-fledged relationship that came to an end in the last few months or even few days. And this is, you know, something that's been very challenging for you to get over, for you to process. There's been a lot of mourning of that connection, which is natural, right? And grief takes on many phases and many forms. So it could be the case, Libra, that you've been working to sort of break the chains of this connection and really open up that heart space again, because there really was such a tremendous loss that you experienced as a result of that love connection. And you're really working to release yourself, alchemize that heartbreak, and turn it into something powerful, right? To reconnect with your heart space and heal and find resilience, find sort of the lessons and the blessings in that connection, and become an even fuller, more expressed, more powerful version of yourself as a result of that experience. This next card, Libra, is their energy, breakup, letting go. So this person, this is the other person's energy in the connection. So yeah, this is somebody that's no longer a part of your life, at least not in the role that they were previously. And they have had to let go of you. I feel like this person knows that they have lost access to you. So this might be like a no contact situation because this was such a difficult experience. And so that person's really had to let you go. And they know that they've lost not only the romantic love, but they've also lost you as this really special person in their life. And all of the gifts that you brought, all of the support that you have been to this person. This is not any longer something that they have access to. And so they know that they have lost something in this connection, and they've really had to let go of that tremendous sort of role that you played in their life. I mean, the word that came to me was resource, which I don't feel comfortable using in this context, but something tells me that this person in many ways has utilized you and your vibration as a resource for their benefit. And that's never okay unless it's done in a reciprocal way, in a mutually respectful way, like you're both fueling each other and nourishing each other. But if it's purely extractive, they're extracting your spirit, your essence, your energy as a resource for their benefit to your detriment, that's never okay. So whatever this person's actions were, they no longer have you as a resource in their life. They've had to let go of you entirely. And so the energy that's coming in, Libra, infatuation, crush. So Libra, you've been doing a lot of work to break these chains and to alchemize that experience. And it looks like there's someone new that's coming in. And you might be feeling like, oh, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. That sounds daunting. That makes me nauseated. Like I'm not here for it. But this person is surprising to you. This person is like joy wrapped up in a ball of light. And as much as you find them attractive in ways that maybe you weren't expecting, and maybe you don't even want to speak to, this person is infatuated with you. So this person definitely is crushing on you, and they may have already sort of let you know that. If it's not, them being super obvious in their interactions with you, the way they look at you, maybe this is like a friend of a friend or somebody that you met like out with friends or family, and like they just are fixated on you. Like you can visibly tell that they have their attention focused on you. So if they're not being obvious in their actions in that way, then they might be like very verbally direct with you and letting you know like, hey, I think you're gorgeous. I think you're hot. I like you. I love your spirit. Like your energy is just super contagious. I don't know you from Adam, but you're somebody that I need to know and I want to know you. So I think this person is coming in strong, and you might be like a little hesitant about this and maybe feeling like you're not wanting to pursue it, Libra, but there's a gentleness here and a sincerity in this person. And I think that your higher self might be working with you to suggest, that you're more ready than you realize that you are. And you've done a lot of work. You have alchemized that experience. It's changed your heart for the better. And these are the kind of people that you're meant to share your heart with and share experiences with. Not knowing, what will come exactly, but it's definitely like a multiple layer level up from this other person. This is a person that's much more aligned with you and your spirit's truth. Libra, I hope this helps. Okay, we're gonna move on to Scorpio. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? We're asking your guides, your angels, your archangels. Whoa. Scorpio, this card popped out. Narcissist, breaking the chains of toxicity. Okay, we're going to keep shuffling. What do we have for Scorpio? I'm going to do 2 more shuffles, Scorpio. 1 and 2. Okay. Your next card, material love, obsession. And your third card, long distance love, threads of the eternal. Scorpio. Okay, so this first card represents your energy or your energy in the recent past. Narcissist, breaking through the chains of toxicity. So Scorpio, this card, if you're looking at the visual depiction, it's really interesting. I say this because there's sort of an obvious darkness in this card. You'll see this person who has sort of multiple reflections of themselves, but what's sort of ominous is this dark cloaked figure hanging above them, and sort of the energy is encircling this figure in the front. So Scorpio, this feels like you maybe have been going through an experience where on the surface it looks like maybe you have been, I'm just gonna say, maybe it looks like you have been pretty self-concerned, pretty focused on your own needs, but that's not really what's happening. There's been someone else in your life in the past, in the recent past, that has really been pretty demanding, and because of their actions, because of their attitude, they've really sort of drawn on your energy, fed off of your energy, Scorpio, and perhaps like kind of dragged you through the mud, like energetically, but then also maybe in the real world. Maybe you've really been through it because of this person's presence, this heavy presence. And so Scorpio, you'll sort of see on this side of the frame, this bond or this sort of circle is starting to fragment. And so Scorpio, you might have had to do a lot of work to begin to distance yourself from this person and break that connection, really dismantle the toxicity and that hold that person's had on you. That's heavy stuff. This is like spiritual, almost like spiritual warfare kind of stuff, because this person has just sort of plagued your life and been a really toxic presence in your life, Scorpio. And the other thing that comes through for me on this card is that other people might not know that, right? I'm also Scorpio rising, and Scorpios are known for sort of being, there's a mystery about Scorpio. There's more than what meets the eye. There's a lot happening below the surface, all of those sort of analogies. And so it's very possible that people in your life and those nearest to you might not have even known how toxic this connection was, how toxic this person was in your life. So you've done a lot of work kind of in the shadows when others weren't aware. This next card, Scorpio, represents the other person's energy, so material love and obsession. Yeah, there's a very clear sort of theme or presence of like an obsessive figure that was a part of your life for quite some time. Or somebody that came in relatively recently, but in a really heavy way. And so this person was fixated on you. They were fixated on you. They sort of fed off of your energy, and really at the end of the day, their main interest was their benefit. How are they going to stack their coins as a result of having you in their life? You know, they're in this depiction, this person is looking off, like thinking, hand on chin, like sort of thinking like, what do I want to do next? What do I need next? What else do I need? It's a very sort of self-absorbed energy that's not thinking about anybody else, but definitely benefiting off of other people, namely you, in this connection. And so this next card is the energy that's coming in: long distance love, threads of the eternal. So Scorpio, so in some of the work that you were doing here in the recent past to remove yourself from that toxicity, this is showing, your guides are showing that you've really tapped into that non-physical space, the spiritual realm, the interdimensional realm, to access those resources and that knowing and the guidance that is always available to you. And you've done this in a really new way in your life, to a new level. And so you've tapped into those other spirits and guides and beings that have your best interest at heart, and really drawn on their gifts and their guidance and their help to support you in moving on from this connection. In the same breath, in you tapping into the spiritual realm and really getting in touch with your higher self, and leaning on that part of your existence to understand and alchemize, transform this situation, you've also touched on or tapped into the spirit of another love. So this might be somebody that doesn't live near you. You might not have met this person yet, but this definitely is another love that's coming through, that's coming in the near future for you, Scorpio. And yeah, so this person, it could be long distance in the sense that they live, 3 hours away or on the other side of the country or in another country, but it also could mean like your connection to this person is still wholly in the non-physical space. Like the two of you have not yet met, have not yet crossed paths, but your spirits have sort of interacted in the non-physical space. Scorpio, you've been through a lot, but this looks so beautiful and promising, and it's gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. You've put in the work, and you're connected to your guides and to your highest self, to spirit, and you are protected. Scorpio, I hope this helps. Let's move on to Sag. Okay, Sagittarius. I'm going to ask your guides, your angels, your archangels, your loving ancestors, please give us a message for Sag for this first weekend in June 2026, or whenever it finds you. 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Okay, Sag. So your first card, commitment, the magic of devotion. Your next card, forbidden love, the flame beyond boundaries. Okay, wait. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry, Sag. Nature lover, at one with the natural world. So Sag, this to some degree feels similar to, I can't remember which sign pulled slightly similar cards. So this first card represents you in the recent past, or the energy that you're still experiencing or coming off of right now. And this is commitment, the magic of devotion. So Sag, I want to read this card with this card. Forbidden love, the flame beyond boundaries. Sag, I think that there's someone here that you have met recently. I think you've met this person very recently, and you just have a knowing about them. And this feels like somebody that you want to take very seriously and see what can come of the connection. This may be someone that you didn't expect. They may be from a different religion or a different culture. Maybe they have a job that's like not the line of work that you thought you would find yourself, dealing with, because this person, your partner, is in this line of work. Somehow this person comes from a very different background than you do, this card representing their energy. But you feel very certain about this connection, Sagittarius, and you're prepared, you've been prepared to move forward in a commitment with them. I feel like this is the other person having some, not hesitation, but moving slower than you in advancing this connection. So I think that they also recognize the two of you kind of come from different worlds. And there maybe isn't a roadmap. Maybe this hasn't been something that either of you have seen in your families or in your close circle of friends. And so there's a bit of uncharted territory that's innate in this connection. And so this makes this person just move like a little bit more cautiously, but it's not that there's any hesitation about you. They still have deep love for you. That's definitely reciprocated. And this next card is the energy that's coming in. So nature lover, at one with the natural world. This card's just saying that this is a natural love. Like, this is the essence of love. Whatever this is that the two of you have, this is easy. This was so instinctual and intuitive. This is a love connection that exists beyond the third dimension. This exists in the non-physical space. This is something that has been a promise to both of you and is now at the point that it's coming to fruition and manifesting, right? This is sort of the unfolding of the magic of the universe. The natural order and laws of the universe are expressed here in your connection with each other. So your guys are saying, listen and lean into that, your intuitive knowing and certainty. And it doesn't matter if you don't see the type of relationship that you both have out in the world. It doesn't matter if the two of you don't always see eye to eye in terms of where you come from and the perspectives that you're bringing into this connection. What's superior to that is the divine intelligence, the creative force of the universe that has brought you two together. So be at one with that knowing and know that this connection is of God, it's of spirit, it's divine, and it's wonderful. Gosh, Sagittarius, this is a gorgeous reading, and I'm just kind of speechless. Like, this is something that's really powerful, and you deserve it. So explore and see what comes. All right, Sag, we're gonna move on to Capricorn. Please, if you find this, would love it if you would like this video, subscribe. We're growing the channel. It's a brand new channel, so we're trying different formats. But so happy, so grateful for you to all join. Okay, Capricorn. These cards are... All right, we're gonna give 3 more shuffles. Capricorn, what do you have for Capricorn? It's gonna be a love reading for the first weekend in June for Capricorn. Okay, whoa. Shaking the camera, okay. Wow, okay, so yeah, this is like the 4th time, maybe 5th time we've pulled this breakup card. I don't know what's happening in the collective, the Capricorn. That's your first card. Okay. Material love. Okay. Okay, Capricorn, and heartbreak, the alchemy of grief. Capricorn, what's going on? Okay, so this first card represents your energy or the energy in the recent past. There's been a breakup. This is sort of that tower energy if we're thinking of tarot. So Capricorn, there has been, this feels like a rupture or a betrayal. Like this is something that's come out of the blue for you. You weren't expecting this. This happened relatively recently, and it has been like gutting, like heartbreaking. This was like an earthquake. And so a connection that you've had is now completely severed. This isn't like, oh, things are rough, or oh, it's just gonna take a little time to figure stuff out. Like, no, this is the energy of a complete like destruction, crumbling, decay of or explosion, blowing up the relationship. That's the word I'm trying to find. Capricorn, this next card is the energy of the other person. Material love, obsession. So this feels like someone has gotten really distracted, self-absorbed, lost sight of what you thought was important, what you two as a couple had spoken about, had always like discussed and shared as your priorities and your values. This person has abandoned that, and it's happened in a way that's really surprised you. This feels like a really sudden about face. This person staring off into the distance, thinking, like sort of tapping themselves on the chin and like thinking about their next move while they sit on this stack of coins, and you're over here like looking off like, what just happened? This person has, they've sort of taken off and become completely fixated on themselves and what they're creating in their material lives. Kind of gotten, this is that energy of like getting caught up, getting swept up, and it's left you behind. And so this is a non-negotiable for you, and this has been sort of the defining like end of this connection. This next card is the energy that's coming in, that's being brought in, and Capricorn, heartbreak, the alchemy of grief. Yeah, Capricorn, this feels like someone left. This feels like someone left, and they left you to clean up sort of the mess and to like deal with the hurt. And it's like incumbent upon you. It's like there's only you to lift yourself back up, to overcome this experience, and to understand the lessons that are being brought forward. But this is hard. You're doing that sacred work of the self, that spiritual work to really lift yourself up, heal these wounds, not in a quick way. Like this feels like this is just the beginning phase, Capricorn. Like you are taking the time you need to orient yourself, to release all of the sort of heavy energy that comes with this, any guilt, any shame, and to turn this grief into something that's going to be a benefit to you. But this is sort of the beginning of that road. Oh, Capricorn, this is heavy stuff, but you're powerful. You're powerful. Like you are carrying the weight of this. You're carrying sort of the energetic, spiritual weight of this, but you are committing to caring for yourself so much, loving yourself so much that you're going to transform this situation into nourishment, into ways that will grow and expand your life and feed your spirit in time. So be gentle with yourself, Capricorn. Okay, hope this helps. We're going to move on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? We're asking your guides, your angels, your archangels, your loving ancestors, please give guidance and messages for Aquarius for this first weekend in June. I'm going to do 3 more shuffles of Aquarius. 2, whoa, and whoa, 3. Okay, Aquarius, we pulled the Cupid card, the magic of first love. We pulled love triangle, the web of entanglement. And we pulled secret love, denial. Ooh, Aquarius. So there's like a consensus in the collective energy that folks are going through something right now. So let's get into this, Aquarius. So Cupid, the magic of first love. Aquarius, this is somebody that you've known for some time, that you have fond memories of. You all have been through a lot together and have really grown up together in a lot of ways. This is someone you have great affection for, that you're super sweet on. Like, this is a person that you have cherished. That's the word that comes to mind, like cherish, and you just have a real soft spot in your heart, always and forever, for this person. This next card is the energy that this person is carrying. So this is the love triangle, the web of entanglement. Aquarius, it feels like there's someone that this person has brought into your connection, and maybe they weren't truthful about who this person was. And you've been very trusting because you've known this person for some time, and like you've been through so much together. And so you trusted what they told you about this person. But over time, as you sort of allowed yourself to observe and to take in information and to continue to trust your partner, you began to realize like there's something amiss. This third person is causing entanglement, causing like chaos, disruption to your connection. And this feels like this is a betrayal of sorts on the part of the other person. This next card is the energy that's coming in. So secret love, denial. Aquarius, I think you might be getting more information about that love triangle, and the more that you find out, the more maybe like upsetting it is when you find out exactly how these two came to meet each other, maybe, or how long they have been in a connection, and how long this person has kept this a secret from you when you have always trusted and loved and been transparent with them. It turns out that maybe they have been dishonest and haven't been keeping their end of the commitment for longer than you realized. Yeah, Aquarius, this is tough stuff. But you're operating from the place of sort of intellect, of logic, and you're understanding, you're processing, and discerning that this is not a reflection of you in any way. Of course, we can always like take time to take stock and like figure out like, okay, are there things that I would do differently? Are there things that I didn't see? Are there ways that I could have shown up differently in the connection? Just as an exercise in being self-reflective, right? Like, it's not like a shoulda, coulda, woulda energy, but you're learning more. You're getting more information, and it's helping you and will continue to help you process this connection. It looks like this is possibly and likely the end of this connection, unless you choose through continued information gathering and discernment and conversation with this person. You know, should you choose to realize like, okay, maybe there is a path forward, or the two of us are gonna commit to X, Y, and Z, that could also be what's playing out here, that your guides are revealing to you. But you got this, Aquarius. Continue to stay true to your heart, pay attention to your instincts and your intuition, and continue to be honest and transparent. That's going to bring you the most satisfaction, the most grounding and sense of self, and the most security going forward. Okay, I hope this helps. Last, we're going to move on to Pisces. Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? If you see this, please like or subscribe. We're a new channel. We're trying to grow our presence and really build a community. Like, I'm down to build a community of, you know, soul tribe folks, people from similar, not necessarily similar backgrounds, but are on like their own spiritual journey, and we can find companionship and community among ourselves, support and friendship. Okay, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? 2 more shuffles, please. What do your guides have for you, Pisces? This is your love weekend, love reading this first weekend in June. Woo. Okay. So Pisces, your first card, divine love, the eternal flow of gratitude. Okay. Your next card, nature lover, at one with the natural world. And your third card, family love, the sacred bonding thread. This is beautiful, Pisces. Okay, so this first card representing your energy, divine love, the eternal flow of gratitude. Pisces, you've been in a, like, you've been like on a flow, like a vibey, feel good, like flow with the universe. You have had synchronicity upon synchronicity, opportunities, sort of chance encounters, messages, you know, angel numbers. You've been getting all the signs, and you've continued to receive all of the really incredible, timely gifts that the universe has to offer you. And this is coming to bear because of your connection to the divine, that heart connection, that loving connection to the divine, and the sheer like influx of that flow of energy and gift and resource that the universe has to offer because of your gratitude, right? Like love and gratitude are one and the same. When we feel deep, profound love for someone or for something, it is really a deep and profound appreciation. And so this has just been the place that you've been in, Pisces, energetically, spiritually, for the last while. And the universe is just showering you with affirmation, confirmation, continued signs and encouragement. This next card represents the energy of the other person. So nature lover, at one with the natural world. I feel like you've met someone who is a really beautiful, 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 divine counterpart that is entirely complementary to your being. You're a highly spiritual, creative, artistic person, Pisces. This person is a nature lover. This person finds the miraculous in the mundane. Like, they see the tiniest things and find tremendous gratitude and glory and magic in it. And it's you know, it's the most authentic and honest kind of gratitude and appreciation, but they really are inspired by and in tune with, at one with nature. And so the two of you together, you with this tremendous spiritual sort of awakening in your spiritual journey as you continue to cultivate your practices, your rituals, your self-care, your love of others and community. This person also is in their own divine, spiritual, and sacred practice. And so the two of you together have this really amazing like synergy that creates this like rhythmic connection, this like natural flowing, like you just get each other, like you find, like it's like, say you go out dancing, and I'm picturing like old school like partner dancing, like let's say like swing dancing, and you dance with somebody that just connects with you so effortlessly, like the two of you move together like you've known each other forever. So this is a fun connection. And Pisces, this looks like it's something that could become something much larger. I think the two of you are pretty early in this connection, but you already see where this can go. This could turn into a long-term sort of life commitment. This could turn into the two of you creating a family. There's definitely a sacred bond that has been present throughout this connection, but it comes from the fact that you have been very in tune with your own sacred connection in your individual life, and so have they. And so when the two of you have come together, it's just been this really rich and loving and caring connection that has really honored the life experiences and the paths and individual you know, uniqueness that both of you bring and embody. So this just looks like, I mean, Pisces, this just looks lovely. Like this looks like something that could be long lasting and just really special. Pisces, I hope this helps. Thank you for joining us. Check out our channel. Next week we'll have some more videos up. The goal is to post videos to YouTube a few times a week. So if you like it, please leave a comment, like, or subscribe. We appreciate you so much. Take care.